Okay, so good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm very well. How about you, ma'am?
Yes, I don't think I'm completely good, but little bit. I am in this day under the weather due to climate change. Okay,
Okay,
but
okay.
now I'm feeling better. Actually, last 5 to 6 day I was completely under the weather and didn't do a single conversation. Hmm.
Okay, same here,
So,
ma'am. I also,
this is a climate change, yeah. We
yeah,
just a viral fever, get affected of viral fever.
exactly, ma'am. Nowadays, the weather is changing and people are getting affected.
Hmm.
Many people are getting
Everywhere,
affected.
everywhere. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
everywhere. Due to
So,
rain,
ma'am,
it's
as you
sad.
know, we are meeting for the very first time. So, please unlock your identity.
Course. Okay, let me introduce myself. I'm Menika. I'm from Jharkhand. I am a mother of two kids. And if I talk about my qualification, so I have done graduation with commerce, and I also done teaching diploma degree. And currently, I'm pursuing Master of Commerce. Simultaneously, I'm running my YouTube channel. That's it. It's
Okay,
all over.
that is nice introduction, ma'am. Now it's my turn to introduce myself.
Hmm.
So, my name is Ritik. I'm originally from your neighboring state, Bihar, but currently living in Delhi. As far as my educational background is concerned, I'm graduate from Tilka Manji Bharat University here. When it comes to my hobbies, so my hobbies are listening to music, singing songs, watching YouTube videos, and nowadays my new hobby is talking to lovely person like you, ma'am. And if you ask what is my bread and butter, so I run my offline institute in Delhi. The name of my offline institute is Mardarshan. I also have a YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Mardarshan 808, where nowadays I'm also uploading this type of conversational video. So this is pretty
Yes.
much about me, man.
So I didn't catch your name. What's your name?
Ritik, my name is Ritik.
Oh, Ritik. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you are running your institute.
Yes, ma'am. I'm running my
Hmm,
offline institute in Delhi.
that is English. English spoken classes. I can say.
Ma'am, in my institute, academic students, spoken English, academic students from 1 to 12, and
Hmm.
competitive exam students, like those who are preparing for SSC, banking, railways.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, all classes are available in my institute. In my institute,
Oh,
I teach, and there is a ma'am with me. She also teaches.
both you teach English.
Yes. No, no, no. I teach English.
Okay.
I
Both have
I teach
different
English.
subject. Hmm. You have a
Yes,
English
both.
and
Yes.
C
I
teaches.
teach English and I also teach those who are preparing for SSC, banking, railways, okay, any government exam. I teach them mathematics.
Oh,
And I
mathematics.
started teaching spoken English for the last 3 to 4 months.
Oh, so how do you teach them? Like nowadays you have a student of learning grammar. Yeah, sorry, a spoken. Nowadays
Yes,
they're
ma'am.
not interested to learning grammar rules. Without learning grammar, they want to speak fluently and they want to command on this language. So how you teach them without indulging grammar?
Yes, yes. I am going to answer your question. At first, if you talk about the grammar, so I would like to okay focus on why the grammar is important. Why we learn grammar first, and some people say we don't learn grammar. So, in my point of view, if you talk about our children, a school going student, okay, he or she has been learning grammar because he or she has to pass the examination for their examination, and those who are preparing for the competitive exams like SSC, banking, grammar questions are also asked in that examination. So they are learning grammar because they have to pass the examination.
Hmm.
But if you talk about the English has, because we have been learning English as a subject as a literature, and we know very well when spoken English is different. And if you talk about the basic English, conversation English, that is
Hmm.
different because
Hmm.
grammar is different, okay, and communication is different. And if you talk about the why should I learn English, so grammar only helps them because you know the words like was, were, HMR. Okay, where we have to use this. Okay, in what context we have to use this. Okay, and we
Hmm.
know grammar only for so that we can talk, we can frame sentences, and we talk in a proper order. That's why I need grammar. But if you talk about the speaking mostly focus on practices. And in Delhi, if there are two types of students came to my institute. Sir, my grammar is already clear, so you have to focus only the spoken part.
Speaking part.
So I
Okay.
teach them, yeah, spoken part. I teach them speaking part only. So in speaking part, I I give them. There are so many activities. Like I give them any topic. Suppose I'm giving him or her any topic like importance of time, women empowerment, okay, brain drain. This type of topic I provide them, and they all prepare and they debate among students. And
Understood.
whenever they got any problem, okay, I told him or her, okay, this will be the correct structure. You have done these types of grammar mistakes. So I correct them and
Mhm.
I gave them presentation topic, some activity classes. Okay. And sometimes I also speak in the classes in front of the students so that because they are the learners, they are the beginners, they don't know how to speak English. And they came to me. Why did they come to me? They came to me to improve their communication skill. And nowadays in Delhi, especially because nowadays I'm living in Delhi. So if you go anywhere, even if you go for a private interview, interviewer asks all the questions in English. And before 3 to 4 days, a girl came and she's preparing for uh, airport jobs.
Okay.
So in airports, no, you know very well, English is very
Mm-hmm.
demandable.
Hmm.
Sir, I have learned all the things, and sir, I have also joined uh, other spoken institute. But sir, I have there is a gap between 1 year. So sir, I want to continue with your institute. So I told her, most welcome, you should continue. So I teach them nowadays only personality development courses, how they have to speak, how she has to speak English in front of the interviewer, only give topics, okay? Because
Hmm.
in Delhi, and second person is also many students in Delhi also, their basics is not clear. And so I also teach them from the startings like use of HMR, was were, shall be, will be, then tenses, then passive voice, then narration, then modal verb. And whatever
Hmm.
I teach in my classes, I told them, okay, you have to practice more and more. Because we are, whenever we start speaking Hindi, we don't hesitate. Okay, we
Hmm.
don't feel any nervousness because we
Hmm.
have been speaking English since our childhood. But if you
Hmm.
talk about the English, why we are not able to speak English? Okay, and why we are not able to sound like that? Because our lips are the muscles. Okay, and our muscles are not addicted to uh, speak English because we
English.
have
Hmm.
spoken very less English. Okay,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
suppose if I tell any word like enhance, so if the any native speaker will tell this same word, they will in a other okay enhance. So their style is
And
different because they are addicted. Okay, their first language is English, but now
yes,
we are
yes.
copying them. So in my class, I also at first my class I very clear with my student. I'm very honest with my student. I told him or her, okay, you came here. So at first, remind in your mind, English is not our language, and you know very well every spoken language has its own way of speaking. You speak Hindi, Marathi, Telugu, whatever. So it's our style of speaking. And now you are speaking. At least try to speak English like them. Okay. I will not say you will not learn English in 2 or 3 days, but until you can't try, you if you want to speak like normal English, okay. So if you practice English, you are able to speak English, but your way will be the same because you are not improving. You are only speaking. Oh, respected sir and hello everyone. Good morning to all of you. Okay. So, but change respected sir and hello. So change your attitude because
Mhm.
if you want to improve, so since our childhood, how if you talk about a small child, how a small child learn English? Because
While.
when we were childhood, or if we talk about a child, they observe the people. They observe people how
While
their parents
listening,
talk,
yes.
how
Hmm.
how their grandparents talk. So we listen them.
Hmm.
So if you want to learn real English, proper English, communication English, so we must learn native speaker. If you if we will copy them, we'll definitely because we can't learn any language overnight. It can't happen
Hmm.
one day. But
Hmm.
until we can't that, we can't improve. In
Hmm.
Delhi, we also talk many people. They speak like normal English. They know English, but they speak like. But sometimes I also try to speak in a different way because we know very well English is not available. And I also met a lot of person. They have already changed. If you listen them, their way of speaking is very different. If he or she speaks, you feel they are speaking like native speaker. So how did they do? They practice more and more. If we can do practice, we can also become that type
Speak,
of
yes.
speaker.
Speak
So
like
it's
that.
totally language is about only practice and practice. And any
Hmm.
person wants to improve their English. So English should be in their habit, not for their I'm learning English and they are do for the 3 to 4 days. For
Hmm.
learning any language, consistency is more important because I also observe many students. They join my classes and they are very crazy for the 10 to 15 days. Oh, they are doing all the things. After 15 or 13 days, they lose confidence. Okay, sir, I don't want to speak. Sir, please take me some grammar notes. So I remind him or her, my dear student, you came here for the spoken English. This is spoken English class. I'm not denying you have to do grammar, but you have to do most speaking part because you came here for the spoken English, and this is the spoken English student, spoken English institute. And I also always suggest my students, you should always talk in English with our classmates because whenever you go from my classes, you don't talk with your family members English, you don't talk your relatives in English, you don't talk okay with your neighbors in English. So if you are getting an environment to talk to in English in your class, so you must try to speak at least 1 hour in, with your classmates in English because English speaking means doesn't know he goes, I play, we sleep. Speaking English means whatever you are able to speak in Hindi, you are able to speak in English.
Hmm.
Means you have learned some lines and you have learned some phrases and some words that that is not
No.
going to help you until you
Whatever you
can't
are
practice.
doing, whatever you are doing, at least try to speak in English.
Yes, ma'am.
Whole day. You
And
can.
many person also
Hmm.
start uh, because I observe in my classes, many students also start learning vocabulary. So I told them you should learn vocabulary, but you should try to use them vocabulary
Hmm.
because if you
Hmm.
are not using them with only with the learning, you are learning and you are learning any vocabulary, and if you don't know what is their actual use, so what is the use
Hmm.
of learning that vocabulary? You
Hmm.
should
No.
know. Okay, because there are a lot of vocabulary. So you learn only that vocabulary that is going to help you in your communication.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Hmm.
that vocabulary is like 1500 or 200. Sorry, 1500, 2500, 5000 vocabulary. That is enough for the speaking.
Hmm.
If you talk about the general English, I'm not talking about advanced English. General English that is
Hmm.
enough. Okay, and for the advanced English, you have to learn because we don't want to be the Sasi Tharoor. Okay, you know very well Sasi Tharoor.
Yes,
They,
yes.
yeah, they spoke all the things in phrases. Even
Hmm.
sometimes foreigners are get confused by listening their conversation. So we don't have to be the Sasi Tharoor in one day, but we can
Hmm.
also be. I'm not denying he is a very good speaker. We should
Yes,
follow
yes.
them, but we don't try to be that things in one day because in India many people still even they don't know even how to speak English. Many
Hmm.
people still present, and I am living in the capital city of Delhi, in the capital city of India, in Delhi.
India.
In
Hmm.
Delhi, there are so many spoken institutes.
Hmm.
We not only for the village people, they are not able to speak English. Only but people of Delhi also they are not able to speak. If they are able to able to speak English. So how there are so many institute in Delhi?
Oh, yeah,
There are also
reality,
so
yes.
many spoken institute in Delhi.
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
living in Delhi, in Jahangirpuri area, and in Jahangirpuri,
Okay.
I think there is a, uh, I think there are 15 to 20 spoken English only in Jahangirpuri. So in whole
Oh,
Delhi, there are thousands of spoken English institute. Because in
oh.
Delhi, ma'am, two things are very demandable. First is computer, and second is English. If you know English very well and you know computers, then you can get job easily in Delhi.
Hey.
That's why
Oh,
people of there they very focus about learning English and computer. This is their childhood.
since their
But we
childhood.
are from the I from the Bihar. In Bihar there is no this type of company, this type no any factory. So our parents always says, okay, you have to prepare for the government examination. And I also learned English, but in terms of grammar, in terms of translation.
Hmm.
But we didn't learn English as a communication. But
Communication. Yes,
here,
yes.
yeah.
It is a
But here we
reality. It
are
is.
that's why now we are realizing what is the importance of communication. Because if you go anywhere for the interview, interviewer will not ask you any question of like nine, what is noun, what is pronoun, what is adjective. Okay,
No,
you have to
not at all.
communicate with them. Okay? So we
Yes.
need to improve our communication skill because in interview only your confidence is checked. Okay, how it of your way of talking.
Mhm. How you are going
Okay,
to talk and how you
yes.
represent yourself in better way in front of other people.
Yes, sir. Because if they are hiring you, this you are able to handle your customer or not. How
Hmm.
they talk to person. Because first
Okay.
impression is the last impression. If you meet any person, if you are not able to handle them, so how
Hmm.
can you work in that company or any organization?
So we should change this thought. First impression is the last impression. We should change it.
Okay. No. I'm only saying this because whenever we first met, I'm not 100% going to, I'm not going to give importance 100% to this proverb. Okay. But whenever we meet first, suppose we go
Hmm.
for an interview. So first impression is like that time because we are meeting for the first time.
Hmm.
And he or she has to judge only interview timing is only 5 to 10 minutes and he or she judges you only within 10 to 15 minutes so that time it is important the first impression is the last impression
No.
that in this context I'm saying.
Okay. 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 So how long have you been running your institute in Delhi?
Okay, sir. It's been 10 years
10
I have
years.
been taking. Yes,
Oh
ma'am.
my God. You have been living in Delhi for 10 years?
Yes.
Okay. There is your own house in Delhi? Yeah, you are living in
No.
rented.
No. On I am here on rent.
Oh, on rent.
Yes. Yes, I have taken two room, one for my coaching institute and one where I am living.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay, so you have any question for me, then you can ask. Because I
Yes.
don't want to
If you want,
stress
yeah,
this session.
I, yes.
There
Because
is
yes, that's why I'm
throw
not
take, yeah.
putting many
Hmm.
questions because I
Hmm.
think
Hmm.
you are getting many problems.
If you want to ask anything single question, then you can ask. I will try to speak. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
So if you talk about your English journey, then you can say how did you start your journey and why did you come on YouTube?
Why did you come on YouTube? It's a big question. Actually, when I was creating my channel, that time I didn't have an idea about YouTube, I can say. And I didn't have an idea about English. Okay, I was created my channel just for fun, I can say. And I don't know what I was thinking at that time. Just I create a channel. And I left completely 1 year because there are lots of stuff before uploading the video to do and I do at that time I don't have too much knowledge about technology so and like after corona period I can say then I start watching because in corona period we have lots of leisure time and I was just scrolling phone and watching videos huh? and suddenly I got some video, and then I start watching, and I take interest to learning because I always love to reading books. And then one I think that was one interview in Joe Stock. The girls she was sharing her story, and it was very interesting. And I watched whole story, and I feel very happy. And then I scroll more and more video, and then I got an idea, start learning. And then I thought, let's see how to start. I start learning, and after 5 to 6 months, then I also start uploading video within a week, within a 10 days, not continuously, I can say. So last 7 to 8 months, I'm uploading video on my YouTube channel. I can say more than 1 year I'm doing work on my channel, but sometimes I'm not able to maintain my consistency due to my baby. She is very small now, just 7 months completed, I can say. Sometimes my health issues, sometimes she gets ill. So this thing going in my
Yes,
life, but it's okay because life is not a bed of roses. We should manage,
definitely.
and we should accept everything.
Yes, sir.
Whenever we have
Being
a
a
free time.
housewife, a housewife has to perform a lot of responsibilities toward their family, toward their kids. Okay,
Hmm.
and they have own wishes. So he has a great responsibility.
But when I get a free time, I try to utilize it because life is a learning and we should learn.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
definitely,
Okay.
ma'am. Learning process is until we are alive. It
Alive,
can't be
yes.
stopped.